Good morning. Good morning. So this is gonna kind of be like another vlog style video. I have a couple of things to talk about, but today is Friday, and me and my husband are going out tonight. Where Dave Chappelle is in town. I think Gary Owens is in town too. But if you don't know who they are comedians. They're in town doing a show, and we're going to go see the Dave Chappelle show tonight. So I have to do my hair. I have to do my makeup. They are recording a Netflix special, and one thing about my husband is that he doesn't go to like shows, concerts, anything like that and sit in bad seats. He can't stand it. He feels like if he's going to sit in a bad seat, he might as well just watch it on TV. So, knowing him, he got some pretty decent seats and they're recording a Netflix special. I refuse to be caught on camera, maybe accidentally. Not saying I will be. I'm just saying who knows if I will or if I won't. But yeah, I need to do something to my head, and I'm gonna wear a little bit of makeup today. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably be getting ready, like putting on my makeup and stuff, to kind of talk about one thing I want to touch on is this whole "you copied me" etiquette in the YouTube streets. Okay, I feel like that word is used very loosely in this community. I've never been the type of person to be like, oh, you copied me, you copied this, you copied that. I'm an influencer, right? I'm an influencer. I influence people. I motivate people. I inspire people. That's what I do. When I get on here on YouTube every day and I create videos to teach people how to do things, I wholeheartedly expect for you to take what I learn and apply it to whatever it is that you are doing. So it would be diabolical for me to teach you how to sublimate a cup, tell you what Etsy shop I purchased the cup from, tell you the Etsy shop that I purchased the image from, and then when you go to your equipment and you recreate it, I say you copied me. That's diabolical behavior. Okay? Why are you on YouTube teaching anybody how to do anything if you don't want them to recreate it? Okay, we got to get out that mindset. Number one. But I'm not gonna get into all of that right now, because like I said, I'm gonna do my makeup later and we'll have this conversation. But for right now, I just dropped the kids off at school. I'm on my way to the gym. I'm gonna be there for an hour, and then I have to make a couple of calls, set a couple of appointments, and then I will start to get ready. I need to be ready by the time I go get the kids from school, because once they get out of school, I have to, get them dinner, get them all set up with everything and stuff like that. So I probably won't have a whole lot of time to do my hair and makeup after they get out of school. So I need to do it before, okay? But that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm doing today. That's what we're going to talk about in this video, because I do feel like that's something that needs to be addressed, because the flip side of that is stealing people's content. Okay, there's a difference between being inspired and stealing. We're going to talk about that too. Okay, so I will see y'all after the gym.
Things were not decent and in order. The only area that Herbert really cared about keeping up was...
I told you guys I had to do my hair, right? About halfway through. Oh, look at my skincare. Yeah, about 5 minutes into washing my hair, I immediately regretted that decision. Fun fact. So I used to be a licensed cosmetologist. I also used to be a licensed real estate agent. You guys, I have multiple licenses, but I haven't done my own hair in like 2 years. I normally go get my hair done like faithfully every 2 weeks. And I was like, I don't know what possessed me to do my own hair, but like I said, I immediately regretted it. But nonetheless, let's get into it because now it has to be done.
And what children do, playing in the wooded area behind the house, and he discovered a partially buried human skull. And the light took his life. They talked about problems in his business, and that's just the way things are for whatever reason. So he officially only remains a suspect in the murders of these young men. Based on the bodies they uncovered from his backyard, they were able to. Girl, you knew what was going on. Like, how would you not know? He assaulted. He was last seen getting into a car with a guy who was described to look exactly like Sam.
Done. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but this is gonna be like a cute little get ready with me, okay? And I'm gonna be talking about, like I said, the whole "you copied me" debacle in these YouTube streets, because you know I just have feelings about it, and I'm gonna talk about it because there's a lot of you that definitely want to get into YouTube. There's a lot of you that want to get into YouTube. And a lot of you, you know, follow me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever the case may be. And you guys are kind of like, hey, Angel B, I want to get... this has been a actual comment I've gotten from somebody where they said that they wanted to get into YouTube. You guys, I'm sorry, I gotta use my mirror. Okay, sorry. They wanted to get into YouTube. They love everything that I teach, and they didn't want me to feel like I was taking, they were taking, you know, something that they put, or I'm sorry, something that they learned in my video and was making their own videos. Just a PSA, I encourage you to take whatever I teach you here, not here on this channel, but on my other channel. I encourage you to take whatever I teach you and whatever business venture that leads you into, whether it be starting your own channel, making money off of ad revenue, whether it be selling it, whether it be not selling my designs, of course, but the methods I teach. I encourage you to take anything that you have learned from me and to make money off of it. If that means that you're going to start your own YouTube channel and you're going to post your method with your designs and your, you know, post the method that I taught with your own designs, your own creations, please send me your channel link so I can subscribe, so I can support you. Okay, that's why I'm here. That's why I started doing YouTube. That's why I started teaching, was because I wanted to be able to teach and encourage other people, you know, the way that I was taught, the way that I was encouraged, and things like that. Just an FYI, I'm not a makeup artist, okay? I am not a makeup artist. I do my own makeup. That's it. That's all. So don't come for me, okay? So this whole "you copied me" situation that goes on in YouTube streets, I think it's petty. I think it's childish and stupid. I think that, you know, whatever, we all do a variation of the same things. Number one. Number two, nobody that is on YouTube currently right now invented any of the things that we're doing. Okay? Be 100% clear. I in no way, shape, or form invented puff vinyl. I in no way, shape, or form invented using puff vinyl, perfecting puff vinyl, selling puff vinyl, selling shirts, garments, anything with puff vinyl. I did not create puff vinyl. It's not mine. I wasn't the first person to use it. I'm not going to be the last person to use it. Okay? So with that being said, because none of us are the inventors, the originators, the creators, of anything that's going on YouTube, you have the right to use it. You have the right to post about it. You have the right to talk about it. You 110% have that right, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Let me say that again in case you missed it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay? Okay. I do feel like that there are people on YouTube who are mean and who are bullies, and I don't like that. If you want to get into YouTube, don't let nobody intimidate you. If they didn't, as long as you are not taking anybody, because we're going to also talk about stealing content, but specifically this whole "you copied me." If somebody made a tutorial about sublimating a cup using a Cricut mug press with an image they purchase off of Etsy, and you go purchase the same image, you go purchase the same mug, and you also use a Cricut mug press, how in the world did you copy them? How in the world did you copy them? Because they're not Cricut, they're not the mug supplier, they're not the image designer. How could you have copied them? And like I said in the beginning of the video, if I'm making a tutorial and I tell you where I bought the mugs from, I tell you where I purchased the image from, I tell you where I purchased my mug press from, and I'm encouraging you to go buy these things. Go buy this mug press, go buy this coffee mug, go buy this image. How can I then turn around and get mad because you posted a tutorial using the things I just sold you? That's selfish. That's selfish, and people need to grow up. If you are interested in getting into YouTube, be encouraged. Be motivated. Do not let anybody in these YouTube streets try to deter you. If they don't want to be an inspiration to other people, then they shouldn't be on YouTube. You should not be on YouTube teaching people how to do things if you don't want them to post once they've done it. Because to me, you're not here to teach people or be, an influence. You just want people to use your link to purchase things from you. And that's selfish. If that's your reasoning for being here. If you don't want to motivate people to, not just purchase from you, but also recreate the things that you're teaching about. Like, why are you here? Why are you on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? For a check? That's selfish. That's weird. And that's selfish. Anywho, there's that. Okay. Also, thumbnail styles, colors, brand colors, logos. Man, there's so many brand designers out here who go to different websites and they're purchasing all the same fonts, and they're using those fonts to make so many different people's logos. You know how many like beauty brands I have seen with the same fonts being recycled over and over and over, with the same colors being recycled over and over and over? Because most people aren't actual graphic designers. Another fun fact, I actually went to schooling to be a graphic designer as well. And there in graphic design school, when you are actually certified and you actually have schooling behind graphic design, baby, they do not use pre-purchased fonts. They create them from scratch. Okay. That woman was in there teaching me how to draw, because that's what graphic designers do. Okay. I charge $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for this font or for this logo. They drew it by hand and it was from scratch. It was not a pre-purchased font. Okay, so if you get a logo done by somebody and they're using a pre-purchased font, how is that copying? We are using the same font. That's not copying. If I purchased it, it's mine to do with whatever I want. It ain't copying. Don't nobody own the color pink. The owner of the color pink in the room with us? Is she in the room with us? Please make yourself known, owner of the color pink, because I'm tired of this "you copied me" work. Be quiet. Please be quiet. And I'm going on a little rant because, again, I don't like people being bullied into being discouraged to do things, to start things, because they're scared to be accused of copying. Like, you can't take, if I use the color pink or I use a purchased font from Creative Fabrica or any of these other websites that sell premium fonts, you cannot then take me to court and say she copied me because she used the color pink and she uses premium font that we all purchased. That doesn't stand up in a court of law. I didn't copy you, right? Copying you, like, and again, we'll get into stealing, because stealing is something that can be upheld in the court of law. Copying, unless I use your name, image, or likeness, again, don't nobody own the color pink, and don't nobody own premium fonts. If I purchased it, I own it too. You own it if you purchased it. Don't get me wrong, but I own it too because I also purchased it. So you don't then have the right to tell me I can't use a certain font because you also used it when we both purchased it. That's the problem with using purchased premium fonts from known websites like Creative Fabrica. And you shouldn't make your logo with them fonts if you don't want nobody else to have said font or said, and colors don't even count because, again, you can't own the color pink. Okay. Moving on to stealing. Okay, now this stealing is something completely different. It's the other side of the coin, right? You can absolutely be prosecuted for stealing somebody's content, intellectual property. For example, let's say I make an image from scratch. I am a graphic designer and I make a logo from scratch. I made I hand drew the logo, and you then copy it, or you not copy it, but you steal it. That I can, because I can trademark it, right? As long as it's trademarked, that's something different. If I create an image from scratch and it's my image, and then you screenshot that image and you use it, you have stolen my intellectual property, and I can send you a cease and desist, and I can sue you for that. Something that is completely different. Okay, those are two completely different things. Like, if you purchase something from Etsy, you can't resell it, but you can use it. Okay, if you purchase something from Creative Fabrica, or you have a membership to Creative Fabrica, or whatever the case may be, don't let anybody discourage you from using said image. Again, you probably can't resell the actual image, but you can sell things with it. When it comes to Canva, I know there's a lot of people talking about, oh, you can't use this, you don't own it, you can't sell this, you can't blah 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 blah. Yes, you can. If I create something in Canva with uploaded fonts, it's mine. If I create something in Canva with uploaded images, it's mine. It's not Canva's. Canva only owns your image if you use elements from Canva. Nonetheless, you can still sell it. But a lot of people just now, when it comes to AI images, you guys, I have no idea. I'm not really into AI like that. So I really don't know when it comes to AI images. However, I'm kind of, completely ignorant to that part of it. But, yeah, nobody out here is inventing. The YouTube streets that I'm a part of, which is the crafting community, ain't nobody out here inventing nothing. You know what, y'all? I know I said I'm not a makeup artist, but I know I was supposed to add this powder first. I know I was. But yeah, nobody in the craft community that's on YouTube is inventing anything. Not like images, that's one thing, right? Images, templates, yes. I'm specifically talking about, ain't none of my friends inventing equipment, right? I can't even say inventing a heat press, because heat press is already out. We can't invent heat presses. You can make your own heat press if you want to, but invent it, it's already invented. What do you mean? You know how many companies sell heat presses? What if What if He Press Nation came out and said, Rakoma copied my Heat Press? How? That's kind of like the whole, so in fashion, there's certain things that you can't trademark, right? You can't trademark a style. You can trademark a logo. You can trademark, you can't even trademark colors, but you can trademark a logo, and that's it. So when it comes to styles, like a bucket bag, that's a style, a type of bag. A tote bag, okay? You cannot trademark tote bag. You can trademark the logo that you put on the tote bag, but you cannot trademark tote bag, right? So Glamaholic Lifestyle has not trademarked the tote bag. Chanel has not trademarked the bucket bag. Those are styles. Anybody can use those styles. Coach, Chanel, I think Louis Vuitton might have one. They all have totes. I know that. They all make a kind of tote bag. They all make a type of bucket bag. Marc Jacobs makes tote bags, bucket bags, just like Chanel does, just like Louis Vuitton does, because you can't trademark that. So Chanel isn't out here accusing Louis Vuitton of stealing the idea of the tote bag. Tote bag's been around for forever, and you can't trademark it. Okay, the same thing goes with the craft community, right? Nobody owns the technique of sublimation. And I want to say that I was like kind of moved to do this video by the recent side seam bow situation that was going on. And the reason why, or what I saw, was the girl that I originally saw do the side seam bow on the sweatshirt, she posted a video saying that a girl accused her of stealing the technique. You can't steal a technique, right? Sublimation, that's a technique. That's a type of printing method. You can't steal that because you don't own it. You can't own it. You can't own something like that. Screen printing, that's a technique. You can't own screen printing and say, if I screen print and you also screen print, you can't tell me I stole your method of screen printing. You don't own it. You don't own screen printing. You know what I'm saying? So when she accused the girl of stealing the method of putting the side seam, of putting a design, a piece of artwork on the side of the sweatshirt, baby girl, I've seen that before. That's a technique. You can't steal a technique. You could steal the image, right? If the girl created her own image and she stole it. But how do you steal a technique? You can't. You can't. I've seen that in stores before. I just never thought to do it myself. And I thought it was so crazy that she accused her of that. She accused her and like anybody who's doing it, you guys stole my technique. Girl, y'all have to get hip. Y'all have to get hip about what's stealing and what can be stolen versus what cannot. If you do something and you feel like you've done it first, or you feel like I've never seen this before, do some research. Do some research and find out. Because if you're doing something that you feel like you have never, like just because you have never seen it before does not mean it has never been done before, number one. Number two, do some basic research to see if it has ever been done before. And if in the very unlikely event that it has not ever been done before, patent it, trademark it. But to put it on social media and say, oh, y'all can't use this, y'all can't do this, like, you got to be for real. You have to be for real. Be for real with yourself. Be for real with your community. Just be for real. Be for real. That's why I started this little channel, because this is the channel I'm gonna have like all my little rants. You guys, I have a lot of rants. I do have a lot of stuff to say, a lot of opinions, but I want to keep it not on that channel, just because I don't know. Hopefully I don't get canceled for my opinions, but hopefully I don't come off too abrasive either, because that's not my intention. But I get really upset when I hear people or I see people, you know, they reach out to me and they're like, hey, Angel B, I learned a lot from you in regards to sublimation and, you know, da 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 da. And I wanted to start a channel, but I didn't want you to think that I was copying you. I don't own sublimation, okay? I don't own Canva. And these companies pay people to post their business. They do. So how can I sit here and say that you copied me because you posted a Canva tutorial that was similar to mine? Do you know my Canva tutorials probably look similar to other people's? That's okay. It's okay. It's okay to post whatever you learn, as long as you're not taking my design that I made. Post your own design, but you are free to post whatever you want, as long as you are not stealing anybody else's artwork, as long as you are not stealing anybody else's designs, as long as you are not stealing anybody else's you know, likeness, their name, their image. As long as you're not stealing any of those things, people do not own techniques. Okay, the technique of applying sublimation ink to a t-shirt cannot be stolen. The technique of applying screen print to a t-shirt cannot be stolen. The technique of creating a Canva tutorial cannot be stolen. If you watch one of my Canva tutorials and you are moved to create a Canva tutorial, please create a Canva tutorial. Tag me in it when you are done so I can go and like your video and comment on it to give you some engagement so that your video can take off. I will do that for you, because again, that's why I'm here. Why teach on YouTube if you don't want anybody to use what they've learned, you know? What do you guys think about this vlog, these types of vlogs and rants and raves? What do you guys think? But I just, again, I want you to be encouraged. I want you guys to, if you feel like whatever I have taught you, you would like to post, do talk about whatever the case may be. Please don't let anybody discourage you by saying that if you post a tutorial about something that I also posted a tutorial about, that you're copying me. Please don't let anybody tell you that. I am not that type of person that will get on here and be like, oh my gosh, you guys are copying me. Like, and you know, I love Marilyn. She makes little innocent jokes where she says, oh, I'm gonna copy those colors. And again, it's a playful joke because of the type of stuff that goes on and is said in the YouTube streets. I feel like people know who to try, because I wish somebody would. Well, somebody already has tried me. Not publicly, but I wish they would try me publicly. I wish they would. Because one thing about me, I'm a Gemini. I have receipts from 10 years ago. If you try to say that you didn't say what you said, on August 14th, 2013. I can show you exactly what you said, girl. I sure can. Want me to pull it up? I got witnesses too. I keep witnesses as well. I don't know if that's the Gemini in me or not, but we can talk about it. That looks way better, okay? Way more, I think, fitting for my face, for my vibe. So, yeah. Now, I need to do the other side. You guys, as soon as we get in the car when the event is over, I'm pulling these right off, okay? Immediately. Pulling them right off. And they literally just came off with this. That was so stupid of me. Okay. I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll come back because I'm really almost done. But yeah, I'm finished. I'm about to go get the kids from school. You guys, that's all I have for this video. I know it's kind of, it might be a little bit on the longer side now because I did kind of go off on a tangent. However, I want you to be encouraged. If you're looking to get into YouTube, start YouTube, things like that, please be encouraged. Nobody owns the method of sublimation or putting vinyl or layering vinyl or using screen print, or if you're good at some of those things, knitting, sewing, whatever the case may be, embroidery, be encouraged. Post your content. Tag me when you do, because I'm willing to support. But that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're interested, if you're not here from my craft channel and you're interested in my craft channel, I'll leave a link down below. But that's all I have for you for today, guys. Peace.